Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for the hashtag nuttinbutneutrals challenge, and this is hosted by Tammy at Lou Frou Frou Studio. On YouTube, if you put this in at Lou Frou Frou Studio 2026, it goes to her channel specifically. But if you search for hashtag nuttinbutneutrals, you'll get all the people that are participating, but you'll also get Tammy's channel. So I mean, it's not hard to find. If you go to Instagram or Facebook and do hashtag nuttinbutneutrals, you'll also get people that are participating in the challenge. So anywho, each week Tammy decides a base that we're going to use, like an envelope, or last week was the like side page edge. And we did that pocket for the edge of a page, but you could do any kind of decorative piece on the edge of a page. So this week she's chosen Rolodex, and then the idea is to decorate or, you know, make an ephemera piece using nothing but neutrals. So brown, black, white, gray, any shade of those four basic colors, and you're set. So this probably is not going to take very long because a Rolodex card is so little. I know you could probably think up some long drawn out thing, but this is what I'm going to attempt. So I have some sewing tissue here, and I want it to be just a touch thicker. So I'm going to put some glue stick, and I was asked what glue stick I use, and I use Scotch Permanent glue stick. I think it's the same thing as the Scotch Create, honestly. The Scotch Create Permanent. I don't know. I don't know why they changed. I don't know anything except for the fact that I have no issue with this Permanent. I like it just as much as the regular Scotch Create, so I don't know. I have no answers. I just know I like the Scotch glue sticks, the permanent ones. They work the best for me. But as I've said loads of times, glue is very personal, and you have to decide what works best for you. And there are some people, you know, that are very set on what they use, and that's great because that's their glue. So you just got to decide what yours is. This is just the one I have had the best luck with because I've glued fabric, paper. I mean, it seems to just always work great for me. So, okay, so I have two sheets that are glued together. I want to make like a little envelope to go on my Rolodex card. So I don't obviously want it to be thicker than the Rolodex card. It's clearly not going to be a big envelope. And the other thing, there's a curve in the Rolodex card, so we may just end up like covering that with something else. And then I kind of want my flap to be a little bit long, just so that I can, you know, maybe decorate it a little bit. But we want it pretty even with the size of the envelope, since the Rolodex card isn't very wide. And I think I'm going to try to cut it with my pinking shears. It would be best if you have the time to let it dry first. But we're just going to go for it, see what we get. So how is everybody today? I hope you guys are absolutely fantastic. I'm doing well. Summer has arrived. It is toasty here, but pretty normal for us. My husband was saying this morning, or we were talking about it, and when we were in college, we had a couple of Februaries that were in the 70s. And we were talking about how crazy that was, that did seem odd because it was February and it was hot, you know, for that time of year. 70, we were in Nevada at that time, is very warm for that time of year in Nevada. So and how hard it was to get through our spring semesters, because you start to get like spring fever, you know, and you just want to be done. So yeah, we were talking about that. It's crazy. That the weather thing is always interesting, how it changes over time and whatever. But all right, so what I'm going to do, because I want to glue that onto there, and I don't know what I'm going to do about the holes. I may just end up punching circles rather than, I don't have a punch those are kind of like squares, but you know, I'm not going to worry about it at this moment. I may just do it with a blade or something. It may not be the perfect one anymore. Perfect Rolodex holes. Going to be tricky because that wants to flip up like that, and then I'm just going to trim it. If you're going it's kind of like way too long, yes, you would be correct on that for sure. And yes, it's a little high, but I'm not going to worry about that. I don't think that's going to do anything awful. It's either that or it's going to be a little short because of the curve, but I obviously don't want to cut it even, or I'll cut my flap off. That is something I would do at times, so the fact that I caught myself before I did that is a good sign. And then I'll probably pause and go stitch this closed just on the sides. I might go around the flap too, just to make it look nice. Come on now. I didn't get the flap when I trimmed it. I'm trying not to trim the Rolodex card. Okay. So then it will open like this. You know what? I think we're gonna have to fold this down because otherwise it's just way too high and you can't get anything in or out of it. So I think that I will do that. Plus it'll just give me a little strength, extra strength, since it is just that sewing tissue. I'm gonna use this and get that cut very straight, or evenly, I mean. Extra little bit. Oh, hugs and blessings to Rhonda, Third Eye Open 802, and Tracy. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your kind comments. Welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to those of you who have been with me and watching and commenting. I appreciate it very much. And I've got lots of new people, so welcome, welcome, welcome. I really appreciate it, for sure. Okay, do I want a thumb notch? Just like a little one. I could, because it would be better if this was dry. We're gonna take another piece of paper and put it with it. I'll use this glue page, because they never cut weird tissue or any other thin paper well. These things, punches, they're very finicky indeed. If I can find the middle. Okay, that actually worked very well. And we'll ink, and then I'll pause and go stitch up the side to close up the sides. You could just glue them if you don't sew. I just like the way it looks on the tissue, but not imperative. It really is amazing, even though that's only 2 thicknesses. I mean, obviously it's not super thick, but it strengthens it a lot. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I didn't stitch across here because I was thinking if I add things on there, I might want to stitch across them as well. So I think for now, I'm going to just go with that. All right, I have some doily that I was thinking of using because it's in a cream colored tone. And I thought that would go nicely. This one. It's cut so flat across the one side. Something like that might work. And I have one of my photos from, my Love of Flowers digital. Joy Card Maker also has little photos too, so if there was one, you know, that you liked better in one of the other kits or whatever. Then I have other stuff that I've grabbed. I don't even know if this is gonna fit. Oh, it might. Let me see. Oh, it does. Well, that's what's gonna go in there. I think I might make another one because I had a cool idea when I was over at the sewing machine. So we'll do that in just a minute. They kind of look like little handbags, which is fun. So since they're pretty quick, I can make another one. All the little bits of junk that end up all over the place. This is one of those dictionary pages that I printed on, that with the white grunge digital download. How Betty Ann was saying, it turns out cool. It really does. But this bit just has kind of some rusty spots. So those are kind of fun. I could put some lace. Yeah, I think we'll do something like that. And then we'll do another one. Yeah, I have a whole thing of Rolodex cards and I don't use them very often. I forget about them. So it's always good to think up things to do with all these random things we have floating about. Let go. So I have no exciting stories at all. Went for my walk this morning early because, as I said, it's toasty. So, but in the mornings it feels really good. It was probably about 64 when I went this morning, so that was definitely good walking weather. No rain or anything. We don't have humidity, like I've said a million times, but in Idaho, I mean, it can get a tiny bit humid if it's been like thunderstorming or something. But compared to what you all suffer through in real humid areas, it's not anything. Because I've been to Florida, not even at a humid time, and I was melting, literally. That is not for me. I wish all y'all the best, that's for sure. Because I can't do it. I turn into a puddle. The only thing you have to be real careful with when playing with the tissue is keep checking to make sure it's staying open because it is a little bit porous. So like when you put your glue on, sometimes it does go through or can go through, and then your pocket's glued shut. So just think about that every once in a while. I've had it happen. It's not great. This one's a little, but I think someone burnt it on the end. It looks kind of cool, you know, to keep it from fraying all over the place or anything. It needs just a little bit more off. But yeah, it's cool. So this clearly is going to go in my Love of Flowers journal. Might as well, right? While we're working on something in particular. And I do like the neutrals with it. It's kind of fun. And then on this little ticket we could put, or this little piece, could put something from the kit. This adorable little titmouse bird. I love these. They're so cute. Try to do this fairly quickly so I don't torture you. Yeah, I know everybody's roasting down south right now. Nothing real new for them in the summer though either. And all the people in other parts of the country are getting their winter, so yeah, just imagine that. I can't remember who it was that was commenting that it was winter and where they're at, and it's like, yeah, there's always some kind of weather that keeps us inside. It seems. It's either the heat or the cold or rain or the snow or the whatever. You gotta get out when you can, when it's nice, because it's very fleeting. Those cooler, or the, you know, that perfect temperature area is so few and far between, I feel like. I mean, there's a few places where you kind of have that more often, but not where we're at. It's pretty much hot or cold here, it seems. I'm just babbling, you know. Okay. Cute little bird. Oh, he's not, I guess he's neutral. He's gray and he's got some brown and cream, so he still fits the bill. Yay. See, I just get all messed up with the neutrals. Don't want that way, don't want this way. Let's go that way. Oh my goodness, come now. Don't be difficult. Help if I would put the pin in between, right? Yep. Alrighty, there's our little bird. Do a little stamp on there too. Oh, put your pin in. Struggling, sorry. Let me set it over here for just a minute to, I just did right down there, that's all. Okay, so that one's good. Voila, and I'll stitch across there. And then let's do another one. I need more tissue. Let me see. I know I have some. I have regular tissue paper. This one's got a little more brown. I think this piece is big enough. That last strip that was a good size. Let's try to cut it roughly. I'm going to go a little extra just because I'll never get it straight, so. Let's not kid ourselves. I'll turn it this way. Then when I fold it, all that should be, yes. I'm actually going to just glue this part that's not even down. It's a collar. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing we did before. We actually need double, so let's go about, oh, that won't show. Let's go this way. Just stuck my fingers right in the ink. Oh my gosh. You don't want to push too hard because you'll just rip holes in this. It's a very slow, gentle process. You can use Mod Podge too, but then it would be very wet, and that doesn't work really great for videos. So, but you can do it however you like. I don't want to see that part. It's going to get folded over for the envelope. Why am I struggling with this so much? I can flip it over. Let's just get it glued together and then worry about that. Being difficult today. Yes, I am talking to tissue paper, okay? Don't judge me. It's okay. It's a little wrinkly this time. Okay, so if I go like this, it's gonna be, let's go this way. This way. And I'll even that up across the top. Well, who knows how even I will make it, but I will try to attempt to even it up across the top. Okay. So how thick is our little Rolodex card? A little bit less. And this one might go down the other way, fold it in the other way. It's all just about playing with it until it's the way you want it. And this is going to come over. And this, I'm not going to worry about a ton, the top being upside down and all that, because it's going to get mostly covered. I do want to cut it again with the pinking shears, though. I like the way that looks. Is it about the height of this one? Pretty close, maybe a little less. The biggest problem is I can't cut or glue straight, so, or yeah. Words when your brain's trying to do something else, it doesn't work. It just doesn't. I didn't think I was going to get a video done today because we had a sprinkler catastrophe, so I had to go find sprinkler head and go to the post office, and I needed to get some cutting done on the Glowforge. I was like, oh, a Rolodex card. I think I can make that happen today. So here I am, making it happen. Sometimes if I have to come up with anything too taxing on my brain, then I can't. It does take a minute to think of things and then prep for things. It's kind of amazing how long it can take. Oh, I still need to poke the holes, huh? Have to figure that out. I think it's going to just be a straight lines and a round holes. I don't have any of those fancy Rolodex cutter thingies. You know. You know the ones. You're all like, no. No, we don't. Okay, let's get the flap out of the way just in case. We're going to attempt to be central. See, it's not quite as big, but it'll do the trick, and it'll kind of make it look like a Rolodex card if I can get them even enough. And then if you just get your tissue paper off your scissors, probably be better with a little bit bigger hole punch. But from the front, no one will be the wiser. Ta-da! That works for me. All right. So my fabulous sister makes these for me. She did a whole line of this, but this is all I have left. But see how cute that is? It fits like perfectly on there. And then I also have this one. But they look so much like little handbags. I just think they're super fun. I think I'm going to use this one. It just fits so nicely that that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll go stitch them both and bring them back and show you. No idea what I'm going to put in this one, because I was only going to do one. If I put this in a journal like glued down, I would probably glue down the whole thing just because this edge, or put something across here to make it a little stronger if I was going to turn it into a pocket. You could also tuck it into a pocket and then someone could write on the back. So that's sort of one of those do whatever works best for wherever you're going to put it kind of things. Just going to put the glue right on there. This way or this way? It probably doesn't really matter. I think I'll go this way. It just fits really nice with that edge and everything. All the things work pretty well this way. Okay. And I'm going to put a thumb notch in that. Where did my piece of book page go? Oh my goodness. Don't know. Choose a different one. This needs to open all the way. Too many things to hold. Ah, see, that's the problem with that. Why are you stuck? Oh, don't be like that. Can't even tell what it's stuck on. What are you stuck on? Should have never done it. Why did it do that? Oh, it undid that. Oh, because I'd never, you guys, I'm such a ding dong. I never glued that down. That would have been smart to do. Somebody was yelling and I didn't hear them. It's kind of cool because you can see the Rolodex card through it too. So make sure you glue down your flap before you try to punch a hole in it or a thumb notch in it. Oh my goodness. Okay, going to stitch. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So instead of stitching across here, because it's already all stitched, I just stitched on the two sides. And I kind of messed up that side, but yeah. But there's my little pocket. And obviously these pockets are not going to hold huge weighted, you know, type things because they're pretty fragile. But I think they're fine for just a tag or something. Oh yeah, you should not probably punch your thumb or finger. You could do another layer or two of tissue if you wanted to, if you're worried about it. If you're really going to be putting them in a Rolodex type thing, you may definitely want to make them a little stronger than this one that I just did. I think I did an extra layer on that one. But, I mean, for what I'm going to use it for, in a pocket or glued down to a page, I'm not worried about it. And I got one of my sketchbook tags that are in neutral colors. This one shrunk down a little bit. You can shrink them down if your printer does that, or you have an app or something that does it. I use the print to size app I have Apple products, so that's what I use. But so a lot of printers will do, like, you can print 2 pages to 1 page and stuff like that. Mine doesn't, but some of them do. Oh, I'm gonna lose it with this thing. I think it's even pickier in the summer. I don't know. This glue thing. Oh, and I use art glitter glue. Is that liquid glue right there? I've used Barely Art glue too, and it seems just as good to me. Both of those work just fine for me. I've had the glue questions lately, so I just want to make sure I get people answered. Now I want to go down there. See, this is one thing. Oh, you know what? I did it. You guys are probably yelling at me about that too, but man, did I hit it just right or what? That was total luck. I forgot about that. Probably have to do that to that tag too. Oh my goodness. There is just always something to think about. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, that worked out just fine. But yeah, this one I'm going to have to punch again, or just let it set up a little bit higher in the... I might even put just a tiny bit of glue so that tag can't go down any further. That's actually a great idea. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed these. These are my Nuttin' But Neutrals Rolodex cards. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope you join in the challenge because it really is a lot of fun. And I'm sure that Tammy would love to see you guys. So I will chat with you again soon. Love ya. Bye.